Okay. Welcome, welcome. We are live. Forgive me while I finish getting my screens all set and good to go here. All right. And just like that, I think I am ready to get started on this stream. There we go. All right. Welcome to the weekly stream. This week, playing a little TMNT, the Cowabunga collection. We're gonna hop into a little Turtles in Time. Previously, I had beat the original Turtles game all in one go without really even meaning to. So pretty psyched to run through the next game. You know, I did a lot in Shredder's Revenge, but we're gonna kick it old school tonight, more or less at the suggestion of my good friend Anton Voorhees. Said he wanted to see a little Turtles in Time. Said that's the game he would play, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna hop right in, and this is where it always gets. Hey, Bobby, welcome to the chat, my friend. Uh, always a little tough to pick which turtle to play as. Mikey has always been my favorite. Not always the best in the games. I know it's. I feel like guilty saying it. You know, when you have a favorite, you have a favorite. You know. All right. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna play as Mikey. You know, inevitably I will probably get wrecked and have to swap it for someone else. There's the copyright strike, right? I guess we'll find out. I like how there's this little Cowabunga. The little frame they have to put around the game because it was not sized for this kind of screen. Cowabunga. Oh, I can set myself up with a bunch of lives right from the beginning. You know, it's not going to be any fun if I end up dying off in this game, so I'm just going to go ahead and give myself like an absurd number, like 20 lives. Hang on, April. We see the fire. Gotta get April out. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright. Gotta remember the controls. They're pretty basic in this game. We have attack and we have jump and we have left, right, up, and down. That's it. This was a different time. The days of the NES, the SNES, and the arcade 2-button smash 'em up. You'll find this is a stream where I talk a tiny bit less because I get very distracted because I am terrible at video games. Yes, Bobby, I did in fact successfully defend my absurdly large championship belt on Saturday. The match ended up getting, oh no, I'm getting, see, this is what happens, I get cocky, I start answering questions, and then I get hit by boulders. The match wound up getting changed to kind of the last minute. Eric Johnson was supposed to be in the match and was swapped out for the Donkey Boy Bandit. The match saw a lot of stuff from guys you wouldn't expect to see them do, and I think it's because everyone wanted their shot at the belt. Donkey Boy Bandit did a top rope dive to the outside. I myself threw a dive through the middle to the outside. Finished the match hitting a merry-go-round on the 300 and something pound, 340 pound, I believe, Jason Maverick to retain my belt. And I just found out who my next challenger for the belt will be for a show that's not even been announced yet, and that's going to be a big one. I can't say, but that's going to be really something. So I'm excited for that. A lot of good stuff coming up. Oh, all right, all right. Yeah, we'll go through the door here. Oh. I just realized there is no pause button for me. All I can do is add more lives to myself by hitting the start button. Alright, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna hide my camera because I have to blow my nose real quick. Oh, been one of those days. The allergies hitting hard. I'm gonna hit the old mute button here. Right, and we're back. I'm not sure what that was. I lost a life just standing around. Must be because the building's on fire. Come on, Mikey, you gotta save April. Hurry. Shouldn't I take her with me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what's happening? Get out of there. Get away from that. It's steady. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This game is really, you know, Anton Voorhees was setting me up for failure here. He knew this game was hard. How many lives am I going to go through beating the first boss in the game? Okay, I hit him a couple times. That's a good start. Come on, use that reach. Why have the nunchucks if you're not going to use them? What do you think? Did Anton Voorhees set me up for failure knowing this game is hard or what? I know he's watched the stream before, so he knows I'm not good. Set me up for, wants me to look like a fool. A fool, I say. But yeah, I did successfully defend the belt this weekend. Yeah, saw some dives in the match from guys you wouldn't normally see that from. Blade Bandit did a Liger dive off the apron. It was a wild match. I gave a power bomb to the Donkey Boy Bandit. That's a big dude. Yeah, take that. How did that hit me? Come on, I was on a completely different plane from him. They're throwing dynamite. Jeez. I've still been making my way through a bunch of old horror movies when I'm doing my cardio at night. And boy, the way they depicted like ruffians and gang members in the 80s really holds up from the Ninja Turtles. That sort of like neon mohawks and like expensive like classic cars and stuff. It's just very strange. And I still totally see it. Like I was watching let's see, they had there was a bit of it in Day of the Dead? No, it was Return of the Living Dead. There was a bit of that, and then I was watching Sleepaway Camp 3, where they have the camp is populated by urban kids mixed with non-urban kids, as they put it. And yeah, it was a lot of like you can tell I'm tough. I turned my hat around backwards. Like really weird. And yeah, there was definitely a lot of that in the way the Turtles portrayed criminals and gang members. Just for the sake of being a completionist, I'm going to go ahead and whack these parking meters here. Yeah, the leather jackets were a big part of that look, and you saw a lot of it. Leather jackets, like studded heavy metal bracelets. For some reason, Doc Martens seemed to be what they thought all criminals wore for footwear. I just really strange caricature look at. I mean, I guess like, you know, for the turtles it makes sense because you can't have criminals actually be scary because it's a show for little kids, right? You know, it says hurry up. I wonder if I can just run past everyone. I've missed the pizza. There. I keep having these little flashes of brilliance where all of a sudden I'm okay at the video game, but like, not really. Oh, who put the lights out? Oh no, it's Rocksteady. Again, one of the embodiments of what we were just saying about what they thought criminals looked like in the 80s. With his high tops and his big red vest and his crazy weird like cyberpunk sunglasses. Like, I feel like you saw a lot of that, right? Oh, shell shock. It's a shame that I don't really have like a health meter for him. Oh, who put the light out? Oh, that's a shell shock. Oh, who put the lights out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is this going to be one of the levels where we get the pizza mutant things coming out of the water? Those things are such a pain. Oh, this is where we start to get the sledge-o-matic foot soldiers, trained in the art of ninjutsu by Gallagher. I heard that they're planning on making a TMNT movie that is more based on the original comics than the cartoons. Hey, I think I saw that too, and I am 100% down with it. I actually, what I heard was it was going to be based on the current comic, the Last Ronin, where, you know, all but one of the turtles has died, and there's only one left to avenge them. At least that's my understanding of what's going on in that comic. I haven't actually read the new comics. Oh yeah, it's the Mousers that show up here. Ah, they're such a pain. Oh, shell shock. I'm gonna have to gift myself some more lives. Here we go. Let's go ahead and max me out. How many lives can I give myself? Yeah, 64. Sure, right in the path of the rockets. Why are there rockets? Like, where are they even coming from? I need that pizza. Getting shot with rockets left and right. Too late for pizza. Won't help me now. But yeah, I mean, I'm down for any turtle movie. At this point, I think the only one I haven't seen was the one with Seamus, where he's, I want to say he's Bebop. That's the only one I haven't seen, and it's been on, I have it downloaded, and it's been on my list for a long time. I just haven't gotten to it. Maybe that'll be something that I watch on the treadmill one of these nights. Although, unlike the cheesy horror movies, it's something I would actually like to pay attention to. So I feel like if I watched that on the treadmill, I'd be doing myself a disservice. Sludge-o-matic me, like I was a watermelon. What's... Glad I got infinite lives in this game. At least I can't lose. I can just play poorly. You know, that's good. Yeah, it was the sequel. It was the second Michael Bay Turtles movie. I really kind of hated the first one just because they had the weird alien angle on what the turtles even were. Oh, we got Baxter Stockman coming in hot with his mousers. I'm in trouble. I got it. Come on. There we go. Got to stay on him. I got him a couple times. Not having a ton of luck hitting him. Alright, time to take out some of these mousers. Give myself a little bit more room to work with down here. And your Baxter Stockman. You know, birth as many of these things as you want. I'm just going after the main guy now. Got him. I don't know how. I felt like I really wasn't hitting him like at all. Don't laugh at me, Shredder. Allergy season is kicking my butt. Quick Powerade break. Gotta stay hydrated when you're gaming. Alright, and we're off. I don't know how that road cone did so much damage. Maybe I can hit the one-way sign too. Oh, that's funny. That thing really didn't help me at all. It hit all of the foot soldiers. I should have definitely played as one of the turtles with a little more range. Donatello with the staff, maybe. Now that should have hit them for sure. Yeah, man, allergy season. It's rough out there. What happens if I hit this sign? Oh, Stop shooting me. I'm trying to play with random stuff in the area. Oh, well that's good. This guy with the weird plunger laser gun that I don't recall ever really seeing in the show. I see Bebop and Rocksteady behind a chain link up ahead. Really not looking forward to fighting both of them at the same time. Seems like I'm gonna struggle with that if I had to guess. I'm gonna need that pizza, although I've got full. You know what, guys? I have infinite lives. Do your worst. Good. Thank you for beating up your friend. Few good hits there. Oh no. Stop shooting me. Think you can beat me up just because I'm terrible at this? Well, maybe he's right. Dang it. There we go. I took one more hit after all that. Ha, the turtle van. Let's move it. On the day's work, April. I thought they could attack me because I had to blow my nose for allergies, but I showed them. I just mashed buttons. That'll teach them. That car full of... See, that was it. That was the hot rod, just like I said. There was always... The bad guys always drove crazy hot rods. Well, as long as I'm thinking about the show this weekend, because you asked about it earlier, I should give a little shout out to the folks of Maine. Man, they bought a lot of merch. They were very excited to see old Pear Bear. It was an embarrassment of riches. My merch box is nearly empty now. I've had to order some new stuff so that I could restock. So I've got new shirts coming out soon. I'll have new trading cards soon, new stickers. What else? I got new plush dolls coming soon, a different style than the last ones. I've only got one of those left. Only one Perry Wrestling Buddy left in stock. And I'm out of action figures, so I gotta get the 3D printers running, because you know, the fans can't buy excuses. And if you haven't been over to my Instagram to check out in my story highlights at the top of the page, I have sort of a highlight of a lot of my different merch, and I actually need to update it. I don't even think the action figure's on there, but thankfully I got some good pictures before I sold out of all of them. And there will be the new one coming soon. The newly announced collaboration with at @Kerf_loss over on Instagram, the toy maker. He's making the half monster truck, half action figure Perry Von Vicious human monster truck toy. That'll be debuting tomorrow for the Wrestling Toy Federation Online Art Toy Showcase. That is going to be so cool. I'm really excited to see the finalized product. I've seen some of the steps along the way. Kerf has been in contact with me the whole process, and eventually I will in fact have them to sell at shows. But it's going to be not immediate. Oh, oh. But I'm really looking forward to that. The final product of that's going to be really cool. If you haven't seen the hype video posted for that, it's on Twitter and it's on my Instagram. Very excited. You know, Kerf is someone that I followed for a while because I follow a lot of toy makers online. Always trying to learn from the process since I'm a DIY guy making my own merch. So he would go live on Instagram doing wax sculpting of toys, and he'll go live for just like, you know, hours at a time doing this work, and it is a joy to watch. So I watched forever, and then Kerf contacted me just kind of out of the blue and said, hey, you know, there's this not monster truck, a wrestling themed toy show going on Instagram, and I thought that the human monster truck would be a good subject for a piece, and asked if I wanted to collaborate. And you know, as you can imagine, I was very happy with that idea. It's my first toy collaboration, unless you count when I've made combination toys for myself and for Rip, or when I've made action figures just for Rip Bison. But that's not really a collaboration. That was all my work. This, though, you know, I sent him the pieces of my figure as I had created it, and then he worked from there. And the amount of detail and the amount of extra work that he put into it is crazy. The updates that I got along the way were real exciting. Some of my fellow wrestlers who've been on car rides with me to shows as of late, they got to see some of them because you know, we're keeping it under wraps until the piece is revealed. But boy, I was very excited, and I'm still excited because I still haven't seen the finished result. I've seen prototypes, but boy, I think the final thing is really gonna turn some head. Da 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 da. I do really like that my oh no, they took Splinter. I only just noticed that with the way the controls are set up on this, that the joystick on my controller works just as well as the D-pad. And you know, this was an era of the D-pad if you were playing at a home system. But if you were at the arcade, you had a joystick. So I guess as the game goes on, I'll switch back and forth between the two and see which throwback experience I enjoy more. Boy, these guys with the spears are a pain in the butt. How come the lasers don't hurt them? That's what I want to know. Why is it only me? Yeah, good. Go down there. Against the wall. That was pretty cool. Yeah, alright, well. Sure. Just throw a boomerang or a machine gun, or... You know, I'm just up here with nunchucks. you know? I'm just trying to earn an honest living as a Ninja Turtle. Is that so much to ask? That's all I really ever wanted, was to grow up and be a Ninja Turtle. That's, you know, everyone has their dream. Uh-oh. Who's coming? It's the overgrown corkscrew again. Ah, bots. This has to be the work of Baxter Stockman. Who else? Okay, I'm making my way through them pretty good. But boy, they are, they keep just hitting me. I guess those last two just gave up. What did that little mouser robot on wheels thing say? I like how at the time this was like unheard of tech, and now I kind of look at it and I'm like, yeah, it's a tiny little battle bot set on a Segway. Like we could absolutely have these now. My God, I'm old. All right. Definitely need a Perry Von Vicious action figure for my promotion. Well, my figures are scaled with the old Hasbros, which for me is fantastic because it means that when I stand them with my Ninja Turtles, they're to scale. So I definitely have posed Perry gorilla pressing the Shredder. And, you know, there's a part of me that feels like that was always my destiny. Oh no, Splinter. Oh, General Trag. Wait, no, that's not General Trag. It's the other one. I have General Trag in my collection. This one never... This guy didn't get a figure until the NECA re-releases. And I always forget his name, but he was sort of the counterpart to General Trag. I have a General Trag figure that after I played against him in one of the games here, a fan was kind enough to gift me a General Trag at a show before I left for Japan, so that's part of my collection now. It was pretty great when they started re-releasing all the old school figures in the wake of, or in the success of the newest Turtles movie that came out last year. I did get to have my picture taken with a life-size standee of the Turtles in Japan. Promoting the movie, which meant that all the text in it was Japanese, which was, you know, that's a pretty cool little picture to take home. Not as good as the well, not life size, but same height as me Godzilla statue they had in the lobby of Hakata Station. That was pretty cool. You know, seeing the new Godzilla movie opening weekend in Japan. That's a wild experience, and one that I'm really glad I got to have. Come on, come on. I got him blinking. He's hurting, he's hurting. You can tell. What is this guy's name? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. We gotta save Splinter. Oh, he's really blinking now. He's about had it. That's why he's just obliterating me. I used so many lives beating this guy. Oh, come on. Look at him blink now. Come on. He's ready to go. Just give up already. Oh yeah, I wrestled in Japan for 3 months. I left I actually flew out September 11th of last year, and I got home December 12th. I wrestled for a company called Kyushu Pro, and I wrestled everyone on the roster. There's not anyone on the roster I didn't face while I was there. I had 17 shows, 18 matches. There was one show where I wrestled twice. Thank you, my turtles. Oh, the Technodrome. But probably the top of the list of who I wrestled in Japan got to be Tajiri. I teamed with Tajiri and also wrestled against him and trained with him. The schedule there was pretty crazy. It was 5 days a week training, 2 days a week shows, sometimes 3 days a week shows, and we would swap one training day for a show. It was busy, busy, busy all the time. We were based in Fukuoka, Japan, which is nowhere near anything that anyone ever goes to visit when they're in Japan, because everyone wants to go to Tokyo. Tokyo was 14 hours by car from where we were. But I will say, the island of Kyushu, the city of Fukuoka, absolutely beautiful. Amazing food, great sights, all kinds of cool stuff. We got to see went and visited the 60-foot tall Gundam animatronic at the Gundam Mall. That was amazing. I got to see sumo wrestling, the Sumo Grand Championships in person. They were in Fukuoka. So I got to go to one of the days of the matches there, and that was amazing. I was at the Tag World Grand Prix Finals for New Japan. Got to go to that show. Got to go backstage and meet Tanahashi and catch up with some old friends like Jeff Cobb, some people that I know. And we got to see Pro Wrestling Noah when they were in town. Tajiri did miss me. I got hit with the green mist for sure. There's a picture buried somewhere on my Instagram and definitely video on my YouTube. There's a vlog episode titled "What Happened to Our Faces," and the thumbnail is me and Rip Bison having been misted by Tajiri. And that was pretty, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool, I feel like that's a wrestling bucket list thing, right? But yeah, we got to go see Pro Wrestling Noah. Hung out with a crew of the Gaijin after the show. Went out to dinner. Anthony Green, who's one of the tag champs there, is an old buddy of ours. We used to travel on the road with him out here. And we got to a Marvelous show while I was out there. I got to see Vinny Massaro, who's an old friend from California, and Titus Alexander, who is out there traveling as well, who is another West Coast pro guy. So it was cool to meet up with a lot of the Americans that we know. But yeah, met Tanahashi for the first time about 5 days before they announced that he was going to be the new president of New Japan. So that was crazy. Super nice guy. Very happy to meet us, which was great. Yeah. Oh, meeting Tanahashi is one of the few times that I've been properly starstruck in wrestling. The owner of Kyushu Pro, Ryota Chikuzan. Chikuzan says to us at the end of the show, "Follow me," and kind of waves us back. And literally on the pay-per-view, you can see us during the end of the thing when the winners of the Tag World Grand Prix are celebrating in the ring. You can see the crew of us go walking right through the entryway to the backstage with Chikuzan, because he's an old New Japan guy and was training buddies with Tanahashi, actually. We didn't know that before this. But we went, there's General Trag. We went backstage and he says, "Oh, I'd like to introduce you to an old friend of mine." And then Tanahashi comes walking out, and Rip Bison and I were both absolutely stunned, just wide-eyed and very nervous. And neither of us is ever like that about meeting anybody in wrestling. But for some reason, Tanahashi has there's a certain air about Tanahashi that you feel it, you're just thinking how many Tokyo Dome main events has this guy done? This is crazy. But yeah, that was one of the very last weekends we were there before we flew home. I think we went to that show. We had one more training day, and then we flew home. But yeah, it was great to be like a guest at those events. Very cool, and getting to wrestle all over the most southern island of Japan for all of last fall. Was really something special, and I'd love to go back. You know, they have a long list of other gaijins signed up to go over and do excursions, but I know they've expressed interest with having me back. It's just a matter of budget. And Rip Bison actually just got back from his second round there. He was back right away. You know, I wanted to come back and see my wife for a little bit. He was ready to go back. He didn't want to leave. He wanted to just stay there. You know, but for me, 3 months away from the wife, 3 months away from the cats, 3 months away from the chickens, that's a lot. But yeah, an incredible experience, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Just probably not for 3 months. 3 months is a lot. Oh, I'm already fighting Krang. Ah, okay, all right. Pretty stoked to see that picture of Takayama on Twitter today, where he's doing some recovery, you know, giving updates, and you can see in his office he's got a Godzilla poster and then a bunch of Hot Wheels on the wall behind him. Shows, you know, I've been told that of the Japanese wrestlers, he's probably the one I'm most like. And I think it's usually just a size thing. So, you know, we're both big and we have goofy hair, and neither of us is really shredded or anything. But you know, now having seen the Hot Wheels, I think they're probably onto something. Had to give myself a bunch of lives there. Cowabunga. Come on, I gotta be pretty close to beating Krang up here. Forgive me wiping my nose on camera, but allergies are whooping my butt. Good, good. Stay in close range. He can't seem to hit you there as easy. Oh, he's hurting. He's flashing. He's flashing now. Got him right where we want him, except that he keeps killing me. Seems like the short range attacks mixed with the long flying attack is really where it's at here. I keep jumping right into the laser eyes. Classic. Come on, he's flashing yellow. We got him. Let's go. Alright, Krang. Whoa, hey, come on. Got him. Got him. We got there. Ah, two shredders. That's right, I remember this. He splits in two, and then it's really hard to beat him because there's two of them and they regenerate. And they don't show me a power bar on him in this version of the game, so I don't know how close I am to beating him. Oh god. Come on. Shell shock. Keep them separated. Just like the offspring taught me. Oh my god, it turned me back into a baby turtle. Right back into a baby turtle again. Okay, that was a pretty good little combo. No, no, want to keep them separated. Now I've got the offspring stuck in my head. It'll be a long night. Can I beat this all in one go? I feel like probably not is the answer, but who knows? Oh my, one of them lost. Now he's no longer just Shredder. Now he's Orokusaki. Ah, he regenerated. Before he regenerates. He always regenerates. Definitely want to be where they're separated. So hard. The offspring teach me that I'm just a loser with no self-esteem. Yeah, they taught me a lot about my friend. How my friend had a girlfriend and he hated... Well, you know, I try to keep it PG on the stream here. I won't finish the lyric. They taught me that the kids aren't alright. That was important to learn. Okay, come on. You got one with his helmet off. What's the trick to beating both of them? How many times do I have to beat the one guy with no helmet? Okay, I got one. Come on. Ah, there we go. Finally. Blew up the Technodrome. Wow. Epilogue. Wait a minute. Did I beat the whole game? Just like I did with the other one? Freaked the Foots, mangled the Mousers, and totaled the Technodrome. That's turtle power. But what about the Shredder and Krang? Burnt to a toast, vaporized to milkshake, or escape to Dimension X? Until we know, none of us can sleep safely in our own beds. Shells. They had to sneak one more silly joke in at the end, huh? Well, there it is. That's Turtles in Time. Speaking of time, 9:51. I made pretty good time on that. Thank you. Game over indeed. No, I don't want... Oh, okay, hang on. I guess I'm just A. I'm going to see if I can't figure out how to bail out of here back to the other turtle games. Nope, it's just starting me over again. There we go. That's what I needed. All right. Quit game. Yes. All right. So far, in the turtle collection here, I have completed Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. I've completed Turtles in Time. Or did I just play Turtles? I don't know which one I just played. I think I wound up playing the regular turtle game because I wasn't paying attention to what I clicked. So I think next we got to do this one because I definitely never fought on a pirate ship. So I think we're moving on to Turtles in Time. All right, take a quick blow my nose break and be right back. All right, offensive sounds and actions have been completed. I'm ready to hop right back in here. Yeah, I say we hop right into Turtles in Time, and we see just where we can get. I don't think we're gonna get that far because I'm probably not gonna keep the stream going too long tonight. It's gonna be a short one because once again the allergies, man, they came for me. It's been a tough one. Ooh, okay, all right. So I played as Mikey before. Let's play as Donnie this time. Why not? Hey, winners don't use drugs, according to William Sessions, the FBI director when this game was made. You know, this music is killer. Okay, what is this song? Okay. If you can find what this song is, you tell me. It's it's going on my workout playlist because that little Pizza Power song was awesome. All right. Let's kick shell indeed. Go ahead and fill myself up with a bunch of lives here so I don't have to think about it. All right.
This is April O'Neil reporting.
What?
Hey, Krang! Bring that statue back, you bloated beanbag!
Big Apple, 3 a.m. Oh yeah, this is way more responsive than the last game. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what I did on stream before, where I played, I wound up playing the original Turtles game, and then I hopped into Turtles in Time, and I was just dumbfounded by how much more responsive the controls are. You know, I know those two games are only a couple years apart, but what a world of difference it wound up making. Alright, okay.
Pizza time!
Pizza time. Like, even the sound is better. Love that attack. Right. Now we're flying. Now it's feeling like the Turtles. Oh, hey, watch it, Krang. Again, I implore you, why do the lasers not hurt the foot soldiers? Why are they impervious to lasers? And how do I get that technology? Look at that reach. Should have been playing as Donnie the whole time. Baxter Stockman. Nice read, Velma. Oh, Gunthing just shot a hand out at me. Cartoon mad scientists were the best. I mean, right, don't I feel like robots should be affected by lasers though, right? Like, I don't think just because they're robots, which I mean also depending on which version of Turtle lore they are or aren't robots. Now obviously this is based on the cartoon where they were robots, which I think was important probably to selling the cartoon in that day and age. You didn't want your heroes running around just beating up people.
Alley Cat Blues. Cool off, sucker.
Cool off, sucker. Okay, so the explosions still hit them, just no lasers. Why? They're impervious to lasers, but not to explosions. A weird line to draw, but they went there. Eastman and Laird said, this is how it is.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. What? Okay, I'm sure they made a toy of that thing, and I want it. That thing was ridiculous. Okay, I am already really liking this game a lot better. If I run out of time tonight, I might start a fresh game of this tomorrow and just play from the beginning and see how quick I can get through all of Turtles in time, because this one is really nice and responsive. I really like it. But yeah, if you play on Steam at all, that Cowabunga collection, man, they got all the good stuff. Seriously, what is this robot guy? Can we find his name? What is he?
Pizza power. Cool off, sucker.
Wow, sucker.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
I'm going to mangle
Play on Xbox. I believe that it did come out on Xbox as well. You just have to buy the hard copy, I think. I don't think it was in the web store. But it is pretty great. They have a lot on there. There's like, oh, nice. Metalhead. I wasn't even paying attention. I got to a boss all of a sudden. This guy had a great action figure because it was all chromed up and looked really cool. And also, what a good character arc where he was like, I believe he was introduced as a villain and then reprogrammed to realize he was more like the Turtles. I could be misremembering that from when I was a kid. I always wanted everyone to have a happy ending, so I feel like my own headcanon kind of changed a lot of stories. Fun to have a good reach with this guy.
Sewers
Shape.
ripping.
Sewers. This is where we get those pizza things. All right, let's check the time. 10:02. I think this is gonna have to be my last level before I call it for the night. But I may throw a second. Did you? Oh, so there was another update about Monster Jam Showdown. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. What do we know? It's possible I saw some of it, but I didn't see much. I'm always interested to know more. I heard we got a release date. It's the very end of August, if I recall correctly, and I'm very excited for that. Definitely going to be a day of release play for me.
My toes! My toes!
Avengers. That's right. I saw Avenger, and then there was a few others that people were really excited about. That people seem surprised about. I know Axe was on the roster, and that's really cool because I know he's a semi-independent team over there with the Avenger crew. Come on, come on. My toes, my toes. Oh, there's those weird pizza alien things. Seriously, the character design on those, how did they not get sued by the creators of Alien? Because it looks just like the aliens from Alien. This is a level where I'm real happy that I basically have infinite lives, because I am stinking it up out here. My toes, my toes. Yeah, this whole level's just a lot of button mashing. Button mashing and being thankful for infinite lives. Oh, shell shock. Also, we are kind of on the, like, space skateboards from Back to the Future, so, like, a lot of questionable copyright choices here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm getting a few of them. Seems like an important part is that I have to attack them before they attack me. Like, they can't already be in mid-attack or they just get me. I gotta watch for those bubbles and get them when they come up out of the water. Uh-oh.
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
Can he do that? All right. Like I said, that was going to be the yes, the Alien TMNT crossover episode. Like I said, that was going to be the last level for the game. I'm cutting it short just because allergies running amok on me here. But thank you all so much for joining. Got a lot of great shows coming up. The ticker you see over here will be updated for the next stream. Got all kinds of new stuff coming. Probably a new look here on the channel too. But thank you so much for joining me. You know, always a good time, Ninja Turtles, talking about what went on at the shows this past week. I will be back again next week, 9 p.m. on Tuesday, every week, and possibly again this week. I'm trying to sneak some extra ones in. Grizzly Kids rating just as I'm leaving. Grizzly, thanks for coming, man. I am just signing off. My allergies are getting the best of me, so I got to call it. But always good to see you. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you again soon.